Hello, 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 hello. Hey, 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 welcome, 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 everybody. Just real quick, just a little bit of messy observations. Um, and that has a nice little ring. Maybe I should do that. Uh, so let's get right into it because I don't have much time because yeah, time is short. But I have a moment. So let's just discuss some things real quick. All right. So real quick, what I've noticed in my little messy observation, uh, Fi and James are back at it. No surprise there. That was bound to happen. Once it's up and it's stuck, I mean, you can only play that role so much, and then it goes back to normal. But anyway, now about this Brian situation. Brian, I never called you stupid. Like I said, the video is there if you care to watch it. I just particularly had my observation regarding your friendship with Ro. And as a friend, if you call yourself friends, that what you shared privately amongst each other should have stayed privately amongst each other. Now I get it. I've watched Ro kind of throw uh, stuff that you guys shared privately as well out in the open. Um, and I say the same to him. If you're going to be friends, then be friends and don't air your private conversations about things you want to do, people that you're that you look up to. All that stuff should just be private. And the only people that should know that is you two. The fact that you bring it on here to kind of throw it in each other's face, it's really not showing great friendship. That's in gist of what I was saying. Yeah, of course, we're cracking jokes or, making sly comments. Of course, that's what we all do. It is what it is. But in no way was anybody calling you stupid or anything like that. That's a personal thing. Whatever it is, it is. What else? Real quick, real quick, real quick. Um, and of course, I dare not call you pastor because you're not one. But Jay Wilson and you know, trash lane. So with that whole non-existent slapping back and forth beef or whatever they call themselves doing, do you really see any of this going anywhere? Absolutely not. Because of course, one is going to show its dominance, of course, as those animals in the wild do. And the other one is just going to be docile and let him say whatever he's going to say. Now, had it been somebody else, of course, they would, of course, team up together like Voltron and attack, but they will never attack each other for whatever reason. But there's no friends on YouTube, right? But we shall see. We shall see. Maybe the pressure might amount. He doesn't like when pressure's added to him and people force his hand because he likes to use that as well. Since y'all made me say it, here it is. Here it is. And nobody's making you do shit. It's just we observe the bullshit. Um, so yeah, when people say what they say regarding you or the both of you with how you handle women compared to how you handle situations with men themselves, be them straight or gay or whatever, there is a difference. There's a clear difference. um and that's a personal thing, and I get it. If you've had issues with your parents growing up, especially your mothers, them catching you in their heels and dresses and things, and you've never let that scar heal, I can understand your disdain for uh, women in a sense. Um, that's never been my ministry. I wasn't even that kid. So, she had nothing to worry about in that department. But, you know, and everybody's story is different. To the origin of some of this beef, I've said it time and time again. There is no set origin to whatever this is. This is just, I don't like him. I don't like his opinion. So it is what it is. Those who have a more kind of submissive attitude and a submissive kind of spirit, he doesn't mind, being nice, nasty with them and befriending them because, of course, he can, have a sense of control because they won't only go but so far, because they don't want to offend. Me, I've always been this way. I don't really, take it how you leave it. If you want to be adult and maybe ask, hey, what did you mean by that? What did you mean by this? I don't have a problem explaining, but I don't really care about what you feel about my opinion or observation, because it's mine. It belongs to me, right? And we're all entitled to it. No big deal. So I don't see how people get up in their feelings uh, about people's observation about stuff that they display. If we're all employees, we're just 1099s, and some of us can't afford to go through the drive-through without putting ourselves on mute. Um, that would be a good challenge. Actually, I was over in Deanna's balcony. I don't like to call it bushes because I don't like to get dirty. So, and there was talk about making a challenge, like a drive-through challenge, which I think would be absolutely awesome, to make a drive-through challenge where you just go through the drive-through, order whatever you're going to order, and let them swipe. And if it's or you just bring cash. Hopefully, you bring cash if you're a little shaky on your cards, and order your food. So that way, and don't mute yourself. So that way, if it is a decline, it gets heard. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, your card may mishap or anything like that, but whatever. I think it's real funny though. People always talking shit and then stuff happens to them and it's like, oh, no, nothing to see here. And it's like, no, 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 it is something to see here, bitch. Get your shit in order. Again, that goes for that, camera slips, all that kind of shit. It's always something. Uh, but so hopefully in the new year we change a little bit, because it's always good to change. Remind you, I'm looking at the clock a little bit because again, you will not interfere with my lunch. I likes my food. And speaking of food, uh, Deanna, you ain't right. Big Bree had me dying over there. Talk about Big Bree uses a mop to wipe herself or wash herself with the extender. That was hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's just I don't get y'all. I really don't. I don't get y'all. Stop trying to make stuff where it ain't. If I ever have an issue with somebody, I will address it. I don't have a problem addressing any issue I may have or an observation that I may see. And we could agree to disagree. That's what grown people do. And it is what it is. Uh, I don't feel away. I don't take this home with me. I don't take this on my travels. I don't take this stuff anywhere. It is what it is. If it makes you coins, it makes me more. Okay. And I thank you. And a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy all that good stuff. And thank you. That's it. That's it. That's all. To all the new subscribers, thank you. Thank you for feeling it not robbery to come and check out what the talk has been about yourself. Um, because it's a lot of deflection. People talk about being in woods and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, but you've been in the gym looking up dates. You've been online and in relationships clicking buttons, and then you have people in your chat basically saying, "Oh, he's talking about you. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, he's talking about you on Instagram." I don't talk about any of you on Instagram. This is as far as it goes right here. That's it. My Instagram is for me. It has nothing to do with this. So please stop. Stop allowing people to put batteries in your back in regards to me. Stick to those larger fish that you have an issue with, and address those, because I'm really just giving observation of what I see, um, and things I see while I'm working, while I'm typing away or doing what I'm doing and listening. That's all it is. That's all it is. And we're all entitled to it, right? Uh, One's observation is no greater than the other. It is what it is. And that's really all I got. I don't have nothing else for you all. Um, Again, I wish you all a great, happy, prosperous Christmas and New Year's to come. And I mean, pretty much it. Get your life. Um, are you taking a sponge bath? Really? Not with a Swiffer. Oh God. It's just it's funny. It's funny how things get turned around, and that was really interesting to me to be um to have a moment to give to Miss Olivia to really kind of go through some of the stuff, and then for Brian to say that they saying that I called him stupid. It's like, no, I didn't call you stupid. I disagree with how you handle your situation with Honest Row, but I see now why you say the things you say, because he does kind of throw you under the bus by talking about things that they don't need to know. They don't need to know nothing about whatever plans that y'all decided amongst yourselves to go to while you're in San Antonio. San Antonio, I don't know if I would even have picked that place, but to each his own. But yeah, I mean, Ro, I think at some point you got to start looking at you and what does that say about you that you seem to do this? I don't understand. It's almost like you're looking for approval from these people by throwing him under the bus, and y'all do it to each other. But I'm just trying to figure out why. And then you guys call yourselves friends. I don't. It's worse than nice nasty. It really is. At this point, it's just like, why do you even bother? Um, and again, that's just my observation. You can take it or leave it. Agree to disagree. It is what it is. I don't know. So I have no idea. Um, and yeah, so another thing, for those of you who may have checked it out, I don't know, Dr. Heavenly's uh, National Geographic episode premiered yesterday. Apparently, nobody really watched it, not even people on her channel, because she didn't post it. So that tells you about that, right? So moving right along. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just a little, it's just very dry out here for this holiday season, and I guess it's just going to continue to be that way, which is fine. Sometimes we all need a break. We all need a break. We all need a break. What is it? But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But again, oh yeah, and about that whole situation with the Ronnie Q and YouTube cameras and the donation thing. Um, I will say this: as the person hosting it, it really does give a bad taste to other content creators who may have been thinking about uh, joining it or being a part of some other fundraiser later on down the line because of uh, said situation. It just doesn't look right. I mean, yeah, there may have been a mix up in understanding, what the content creators were supposed to do, but they did rectify whatever issue that was had, right? So then for you to then, kind of bad talk the content creators and go back and forth, it really don't look good. I mean, you think I give a fuck of what you think about me? Oh, okay. Don't watch, bitch. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's the same thing your husband says about your box, but I don't know. But it works for him, I guess, or your boyfriend or whoever he is. It works, right? So you can be goofy, and I can be goofy too, and you can just watch from the back. All right, but yeah. So I just don't just like I don't think that's cool. Like, in being the host, you handle situations and then you handle it privately. You never want to discuss uh, things like that out in the open, right? Because again, it makes other content creators kind of feel like, well, damn, I ain't gonna, because if mishap happens, I'm gonna be, it's gonna be an issue. So it just doesn't look well, especially when you're doing a fundraiser, right? And it's about fundraising. That's what it's about. So the main goal is fundraising and giving back. As long as the content creators were able to give back, then what's the issue? Whether some got confused and took some money that wasn't supposed to go to them and they were supposed to give it to somebody else or however, but then when they understood, how it was supposed to work, they rectified it and we moved on. And that's what should have happened. I don't, I don't understand the rest of it. I think it's just, just making TV. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But I don't think everybody was on board for that part. Other than that, that's about it. That's all I got real quick. I said it was going to be real quick, so don't be mad. Um, yeah, because, yeah, I got stuff to do. But I just thought I'd give you a moment because I know how things like to grow arms and legs. And it'd be like, wait a minute. I mean, I was all in the woods at one point. Girl, who's doing the woods? Who's having sex in the woods? I mean, it ain't me, but it's cute and all. But say the name. Say the name of the person you trying to connect. And no, I don't have a problem with men who like to wear wigs. Um, I don't have a problem with anybody as long as you're attractive. But that's the key. You got to be attractive. So no, unfortunately, and no disrespect, Lady Dimples, no. At others, that'll be a no thank you. Uh, but you know, don't be trying to throw shade at other people. Keep it focused, okay? If you're gonna do it. But again, you have so much other stuff to concentrate on. I am the least of your worries. Get that hypertension and blood pressure down so them Birkenstocks don't look like a rump bros, okay, when you put them on. And the other one, make sure you keep that stress down because that poster picture, girl, you could have saved that trash. Um, I guess, yeah, Dr. Heavenly regrets that National Geographic live she did. But more power to you, get yourself out there because you should be doing something. It says a lot for you to be in a space that a lot of these larger content creators, you were all in the same space and they have surpassed you 2 and 3 times over and you are still here. Says a lot. And it ain't good. It says a lot and it ain't good. I don't know if nobody's ever told you, but yeah, it looks kind of sad and pathetic. And at this point, you might want to consider finding another alternative because this ain't it. It's just not. And with that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Thursday. You made it one more day to Friday. And yeah. Yeah, the rejection is real. Yeah, the rejection is real. It is real. And like I said, with that, have a great day. Enjoy. And one more day. You made it. Look at God. You're right here. Just keep on pushing and enjoy. Have a good one.